Altcoins are going absolutely bananas as Bitcoin continues to consolidate under resistance. The total crypto market cap has once again exceeded $2 trillion. I'm going to take a look at the Bitcoin and Ethereum charts right now, as well as all the news driving markets. You don't want to miss this one, y'all. Let's go. What's up, everybody? I'm Scott Melker, also known as the Wolf of All Streets. Before we get started, please subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. Now, as I mentioned, Bitcoin has continued to push, showing absolutely massive strength over the last few weeks. Now that it's consolidating, we're seeing a bit of alt season. I will be looking at a whole lot of altcoin charts at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today on my live stream. But for now, let's dig into the Bitcoin chart and see if we can figure out what's going on. As I said, we have the weekly here, 1, 2, 3, 4 massive weekly gray, in my case, green candles in a row after the bounce off the 50 MA. If only someone had said, hey, this looks bullish here, not bearish, then maybe we would have caught this move. Yeah, we know that we were at the bottom of the range around 30,000, that people were getting extremely bearish, and a lot of us were saying, this is support, buy it. So yes, I was buying the dip down there. But as you can see here, we broke strongly through that 42,000 level on Coinbase. It's 41,986. Have not retested that as support, which is something I'd be looking for. Be very bullish. That's also in the area of the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement of the entire move up from 3,800 all the way to around 65,000. So you can just visually look at the chart and see how much price action there was in this area, right? In the 40s up to 65,000. So no surprises, even just looking at a naked chart, that we would be finding a lot of resistance right here, right? You just slam into where all this price action was. It's going to be hard to push through without some significant volume and buying action. But what's notable is that all the little dips we've seen of late have all been bought up very quickly. There ain't much dip to buy, ain't much dip for your chips. So it seems like getting in now or starting to build a position still could be a good idea, assuming that we are back in a bull run. Either way, I am still, after talking about this for a couple weeks, looking for a retest of this 42,000 area. I think that would be very bullish to see that test as support. Going in on the daily, you can kind of see the same idea, right? This was on Bitstamp, was exactly 42,000. Hasn't really been retested as support. It was front run. So it would not be a surprise to see price come down there, even ultimately drop a bit lower with a wick or something, touch the 50 MA and this demand area here and rocket back up. But it does look like it needs to cool off here, even though it's kind of holding the 200 MA. It's running into this strong resistance around 47,000. I'm still watching with this lower volume for another dip. May not happen. That's the thing about Bitcoin. When you wait for the dip, you generally don't get it, right? Or your bid gets front run by a few $100s. But what's still keeping me thinking that we might see that retrace, which again, may never happen, I have no idea, is continued bearish divergence on multiple time frames. The daily hit overbought on RSI. That usually means we'll eventually make a trip to oversold. Although, as you can see back here, you can get overbought and not go back to oversold for a very long time. That was in the massive bull run. We had a bearish divergence here, then a hidden bull div here, right? We had the slightly higher low on price and a slightly lower low on RSI. So that sort of invalidated the first bear div. Well, now we have another sort of bigger bear div and a little one there. But again, we could get hidden bullish divergence if price closes anywhere above around 44,386 or even here around 43,745. So I'm kind of thinking that we had another dip, hit a bit more hidden bullish divergence and potentially go up again. You can see on the line chart, when you eliminate all the wicks, that the actual top of that move over here was 40,667, and that's where this topped exactly and this topped exactly. So if you use line charts and not candle charts, you might be looking for a dip down to 40,667. Ultimately, Bitcoin looks great. Any dip here seems like the time to get long and long your longs for the longevity of the longness. Seems like a good idea. Take a quick look at Ethereum here. Ethereum, I had drawn this pennant before. It does look like it broke out after bouncing off support and might be testing as resistance, but little fishy here. If we do get that Bitcoin drop, will be interesting what to see. But this is clearly a break of the EQ of this trading range and price trading above in the top half. That means you should expect price to reach up to this area. If you're viewing this as a bull pennant, this is kind of how you would look at it, right? That's the length of the flagpole. You extrapolate that to the breakout. That takes you above this range, which would be absolutely, massively, bigly, hugely. So that would take it about 0.08564 or so against Bitcoin. Look at the Ethereum USD. You can see the double bottom that we had shared played out, hit the target here. And then there was crazy resistance here at 31.63. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles in a row, either opened or closed exactly on that line. Big push through, and now we should see that hold of support. So if you're looking to enter, maybe you start bidding around 31.63 all the way down to the top of this range around 2,999. So between basically 3,000 and 31.63, maybe get a wick down, tap that, close above and hold. But I would still be looking for a lot more bullishness on Ethereum for now. That is those charts, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Now let's dive into the news very quickly. As I mentioned, cryptocurrency market tops 2 trillion for first time since May. Bitcoin climbed to its highest level since May 17, taking the total market above $2 trillion. Dr. Evil, yeah, whatever, you know. So here are the hits. Bitcoin climbed up to 48,048 early Monday. The world's largest cryptocurrency is joined by Ether and Cardano, which have surged 11 and 53% in the last 7 days, respectively. Something that I mentioned earlier on Twitter and in my newsletter. People seem to be forgetting about Taproot when we'll get some more privacy on Bitcoin and smart contracts. Well, look at what's happened with the Ethereum upgrade and the upcoming Cardano upgrade to price. Imagine what will happen with Taproot. Do not forget that that's coming for Bitcoin. Here we go. The crypto market cap sank as low as 1.19 trillion on July 20th. It's almost doubled. Pretty crazy. So that's quite a move in less than a month. And after touching a peak of more than 2.5 trillion on May 12th, crypto pulled back and saw a couple months of downward pressure as the mining crackdown in China took hold. Everybody went on vacation. Delta variant now is back and everybody's going to go home to start buying Bitcoin again. Regardless, $2 trillion, still a very small asset class. Imagine when that's 20 or 200 or 2,000 trillion dollar market cap. Walmart is looking for a crypto product lead. What? Wow. Walmart. You'll be responsible for developing the digital currency strategy and product roadmap, the ad said. As an expert in digital currencies, cryptocurrency, and blockchain-related technologies, you will drive the vision for the product and capabilities roadmap. As they noted on LinkedIn, Walmart enables broad set of payment options for its customers. As digital currency, cryptocurrency lead at Walmart, you will be responsible for developing the digital currency strategy and product roadmap. Walmart finna take crypto. Walmart's going to take crypto. Walmart's going to start engaging in the crypto space. It's early in this, but holy huge if and when it happens. If and when this happens is going to be absolutely amazing because we will finally get full exposure to every American in the world because, as you know, Americans love Walmart. Next, 50 years after going off gold, the dollar must go for crypto. This is a great opinion piece you should check out on Bloomberg by Niall Ferguson. As you all know, it's 50 years since the anniversary of Bretton Woods when Nixon said no to the rest of the world, basically screwed them all over, removed the dollar from the gold standard and said, we can go our own way. It's a pretty bad Fleetwood Mac impression. I can do a better Lindsey Buckingham than that, but we don't have time for it. Basically, the gist of this article is that China is way ahead and that Americans should be innovating, not regulating, that regulation should allow for massive innovation in the crypto space, that America needs to get ahead of this and move to a crypto standard. Love it. Love it. Dogecoin jumps 12% as Mark Cuban, Elon Musk call it the strongest cryptocurrency. The original meme coin continues its trend of recovering faster than the wider cryptocurrency market. Dude, I like both of these guys. I love more than anything that they're willing to get down in the trenches and argue and have conversations with the crypto community. But on this topic, they are both smoking crack rocks. Mark Cuban basically went on to say that Dogecoin is the best coin there is as a medium of exchange. I think we all know that that's not true. Honestly, that title probably goes to stablecoins. But either way, like I said, both of these guys are still talking about Dogecoin. They're still committed, and that is something bullish for that community. Here's a couple more notes on that. Dogecoin surge comes as Dallas Mavericks owner Mark Cuban announces special pricing for Dogecoin payment in his stores, and later calling it the strongest currency. Musk tweets in support of Cuban, and Cuban fights Bitcoin maxis over Dogecoin. Another boost for Doge has been the sponsorship deal of a Premier League soccer team to wear Dogecoin sponsorship on its shirt sleeves. That team is Watford FC, mate. You guys don't even say mate in England that much, do you? You say it sometimes, but I think that's still more of a shrimp on the Barbie sort of Australian thing. U.S. government to offer dark web informants bounties in crypto. The U.S. State Department is offering rewards for informants that hand over information on hackers. No surprises here, and not really a new policy, but interesting to see that they will be ramping up and actively offering money to people who can entrap or help them find hackers. And finally, Degenerate Apes NFT sale sends Solana to all-time high. The price of SOL hit an all-time high above $63 following the launch of yet another primate-inspired NFT project. Listen, these NFT projects are way over my head. I've personally not been investing in them, but you can see Solana, the first altcoin, notably, now it's in the top 10, but the first to reach its all-time high after this correction and surpass it. I shared a setup on that in the newsletter today, looking absolutely bullish. If we're going to start to see Solana used in this manner, people are going to need to buy the coin to go and ape into these apes, and that is very bullish for the Solana ecosystem. Guys, that is it. As I mentioned before, at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today, I will be live streaming, looking at the top 10 cryptos by market cap, as well as any other trade setups we can seem to dig up. I'll be answering your questions, all that. So please check out everything I got going on down in the description, my newsletter, Femex. There's a lot down there, guys. Compass Mining as well. And until 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, since I know you're going to tune in, peace.